Okay.
Streamyard, okay, Internet Studio. Logging in can take customized cookies. I don't go follow and go to accept for.
Yeah.
Alright. The Internet Studio allow mic access. Yes. Allows internet Chrome to access camera micro features.
Yep.
Only when allow only when in use. Allow.
Yeah, allow.
Allow. Right. Now I'm seeing my picture. They display name.
Yeah. Moi start nyera muda huru nagenda ba. Yeah. Yeah, that's sufficient.
Enter studio.
Yeah, enter.
Alright. Now yeah, next stage only the host can see you.
Okay. So okay, all right. So I'm bringing you on stage now, and unmute yourself.
All right. You can your browser is not connection to your mic. Maybe you are no other apps are used.
Your mic. Oh, okay. No, not here. No, this is my phone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Unmute your mic.
Or
Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
So yeah, live, Rev. So you're on Champions Network TV. Welcome. How are you doing?
Panachitsotsi, thank you so much. And right. Kana wanga uchigama kuti zvavhara nawo mana musadaroko man. Votomesera tinenge tiri kumbare mati aiwa ndiri kuborodhewo moti aiwa apa ko Rev ndiri kuoneka masoro.
No, that's okay. So how was your day today?
Like I'm saying, I'm trying to. It was fine. Like you can see, I have a haircut. My brother was here. I answered a potato cut chayo. I should know we must be domesticated hair do. We don't go for barber. So he did my hair. He did it. Like that guys, I have no choice because he want to take a video of me to post on YouTube tomorrow.
Okay, so my Maita new haircut.
Yeah, and no, I can't go live with this kind of hairstyle because some people will be asking me. I'm no longer for you guys. I'm a global citizen. I've got people around, even in Zuda. You must do either Zuda or haircut. So I don't want to be told things to do when I've been told already.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's
okay. No, it's excitement because everyone else is now seeing, especially my brother here. You know, he invested in Wi-Fi. So day at no man will be using Wi-Fi.
All right, okay.
So today, the Yema photos by Google, Nechi. I have to learn these things because I'm not used to. Ikadai mutenda pachuru paunosvika pachuru unenge wakangana zvauda kuita it was a completely
okay, all right. So I know you are passionate about the boy child. So
correct. That's correct.
No. So can you tell us what is it all about?
That's very interesting. This is a very interesting subject because we often hear about the statement that, at least the statement that always comes to my mind is be strong, show yourself a man. That's from the biblical standpoint. But generally in our culture, even though it's not written, there is a general expectation that they expect boys to behave like men.
Okay.
Which is acceptable, even though it's not written. What I've noticed is that the expectation is not supported by content, or the how part has not been addressed adequately.
All right. Okay. No, let me take you back a little bit. Tell me about your upbringing.
Well, that's very interesting. I was born into a family of 6. I'm the fourth born. And obviously we were those guys born during the war time. So I found myself spending more time with my mother and siblings, and of course my grandfather.
Okay.
And so often my father would visit home, but because of the restriction and the war, it was difficult. And up to a time when, at the age of 9, my parents separated, we moved to live with my grandmother, right? Then we even further separated, that my other siblings were staying in one place, and I had to move out with my grandmother. So it was basically me and my grandmother. And the time, at one stage, my father followed to see where we were, and it was a good experience. But I really never saw him up to a time perhaps when I was in Form 2. My mother was looking after me. When I tried to reach out to him, or his issues there, and I realized, I always felt there's a need. My father is there, but I could not access him. But I maintained connection with the family. Our grandfather, my father's father, was very, very caring. Each time we'd meet him, he'd always remind us that, no, we belong. And we should work hard, make names for ourselves, build our own families. If we find land, we must invest in land and stuff like that. Up to a time when I got married, and as I was beginning to establish, getting a job, my father appeared on the shore. And it took my wife and my other brother to say, hey, this man is so courageous. I mean, he is gas. How would he just jump into our spaces? And but it took our wife say, wait, this is our madala. We are not. It's not for you to complain. That's fine. Up to a time when I think my first graduation in Certificate Bible College, after all these years, my father appeared on the show, and then there was the reunion. But in the process, I always was conscious that no, I lost the connectivity with my siblings, my other cousin brothers, who were equally intelligent, and we meet here and there. You always felt you were missing something from your own family, because there was not this, we lacked this interaction. So after a time when I got into marriage, I realized that there are certain things I was struggling with. Okay, that's a call. So yeah, that's what it is. Of course, I've changed. I became very responsible at a tender age. I would actually be exposed to this. My mother was a preschool teacher, and she was also working at part-time at a hotel babysitting. So during holidays, I would go to weekends. I would go to the hotel, would interact with this, the community, the tourists coming to our areas in Nyanga. When I was about Form 2, I started getting the exposure to go to these golf courses, interacting with the golfers, the beamer, these guys from British Army who were training our army in Zimbabwe. That was my first exposure. We would interact with these guys. Then came in the business people. So it goes on. So my My training was actually it passed through many hands, pastors, business people, people who would speak life into you as you go, giving you advice, because I was always, inquisitive. I always ask questions. I had the confidence. All the time, sometimes it would not make sense, but if you try and put your mind out, and someone would phrase it and help you along the way. I think that's in short some of the experiences as I grew up as a boy child.
Okay. I just want to play something for you.
Okay.
Just a short thing.
Great.
No. Right. I lost you there.
I can hear you. I think I'm coming back.
Yeah, coming back. All right. I was trying to play you a song when you were hosting Reverend Mandisodza. Just see if it comes up.
All right. Okay, now I can see. All right. Yes.
You can see that one. So I just want.
All right.
What was your experience on that day?
Wonderful. I was part of the art committee that organized the fareway, like the retirement dinner and biograph launch for the regent Baba Manyeruke. So it was a process that started with us meeting, ran into me reading a press statement that was held, and I read the statement. So this was the day when we were celebrating. We had dinner together. We then had guests that you see Albert Nyat there. You can see Mdara playing. So I just went on the stage and I just get my camera done. Just a short video. Yeah, that reminds me of what happened that day.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So it's interesting sometimes when you go back and hear some of the things that we've done, and also have some experiences. I want to show you something, and I don't know if you know this. If you know this person here, and
Okay.
if you know him, if you can tell me who this person is.
All right.
Who is this one?
Wow. All right. Okay, that's the international director TJG. Wow. Okay.
It's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, this is trending. Okay, you're pinging on WhatsApp now. Yes, I can see that.
It's on WhatsApp now, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I can see you.
So
right.
yeah.
Whatever we put, whatever we put on social media goes.
Yeah. It's one of the things that we can actually promote ourselves sometimes, and So I'm just taking you through memory lane. What do you think when you remember this? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes. Oh yes. That's the Joshua Jenner.
Yeah, this is the network leadership, isn't it?
Right. This is the Joshua generation. It started as a youth empowerment movement from Zimbabwe.
Mm-hmm.
And I happened to have been there when it started. So it then moved to incorporate women. Now they make a modern evangelism network. And now they have decided to have a specific men's department, which we once seconded someone to lead that from MVPV, failed to deliver. And then they then said, no, the mistake we did was to appoint someone. Let's have you to come and lead the men's department. So, when I came to South Africa, they were doing their things without me. But then they realized, no, that's you are here. Let's have you as a head of department. So I have all these men, whatever being nominated, whatever they are saying. That's an internal arrangement with the Joshua generation. That's our chairman from Mozambique. Some of them I'm yet to know. Okay, he's also from Mozambique. I'm yet to familiarize with all their names. I hardly look. Okay, these are the directors. From the men, like for the regional directors, for the SADC, for ECOWAS, Central Africa, West Africa, and so forth and so forth. So these are the men that I'll be working with on the men's department for this organization.
All right. So where did your when did your passion for the boy child started?
Okay. Well, it didn't, like I said, it starts like when you're trying to ask the question. It doesn't me, but how? You didn't tell me how. Actually, let me tell you a story. I'm coming from a family in academics. Akatu one day, a number of them. In fact, my father's twin brother is now a professor at the University of Zimbabwe from the medicine. He's a medical scientist. And then, so there's always this expectation that is put on people. And in my case, I was equally intelligent as to, according to the confession of my cousin brother, who is in New Zealand. But I did not get the opportunity to go through the normal schooling system. Hence, when I went to Leopard Hotel, I was working there front office because of the background I had. I was just flourishing there. So one of my uncles attended the conference there, and he enjoyed hearing, there's a Mandisodza here. It was kind of very highly spoken of. Then we served him, he enjoyed. What I did, I left that job. In fact, I lost that job. And then we met at some stage in Iran, said, you left that place. Why did you leave? You should have kept. I said, wait. At one stage, he was a DA. He was my uncle. He was a DA in Younger there, so we knew each other. I said, Seguru, hold on. What? You didn't tell me at that particular time. I didn't see the value of that job. So now you're coming with your advice. It's too late. I don't really know what to do with this. But honestly, guys, you allowed me to be playful at work. You saw me think nobody came closer to me or to whisper words of wisdom that probably I would have, taken. I don't want to think about that. So when I went to, I will take you back a little bit. Obviously, I came to South Africa 2008 after my mother passed on 2007. So the economy was not performing. Having spent a lot of money looking after my mother and stuff like that. So I went to South Africa. By the time I went to South Africa, I didn't have much experience neither as a waiter. I was mostly front office, but the jobs I could get was maybe waitering. And look here, coming from front office, getting into being a waiter, it was kind of a clam down for me. I didn't enjoy the work. And then I got into poverty. So I decided to go back to Zimbabwe. But one thing I saw, because of the government of national unity, it was promising. So I said, let me go back and help build my country. At least I've seen life in South Africa. I'm going back. Going back to Zimbabwe, unfortunately, because of the politics, I didn't also understand the lobbying. I didn't even get into census or any of those government programs. But I got introduced to the what we call now the MDC politics. So I got in as a secretary for the ward. So as I was there, I began to understand the power dynamics. I began to realize the conflict that it would take one person to distort everything else. Then I'm looking at Zimbabwe. So okay, there was conflict between the late president and now the then prime minister. And there was so much chaos, but it took one day, one statement to say, if anyone akanzwika chiti chematama zvakusungisa, the whole country was order in the nation. Then I say, guys, it just takes one person, one fool, to cause chaos in the nation. It will also take one sober-minded person to bring order in the nation. So, if men, it takes the obedience of one person or disobedience of one person, to get into this what we are. The whole world sinned because of Adam. But also on the contrary, it took the obedience of one man to deliver, to make the whole world righteousness upon his obedience. So then I look at it, it just needs one man. It just needs one man. If we don't groom these boys, then my questions were not answered until I went to Bible school. I did my certificate, I did my diploma, I did my first degree, which was Christian education. I didn't see anything. Now, I did my last associate degree, which was the pastoral ministry. That's when I discovered that actually I was called to ministry. Then they told me, you must do a project which you then be able to do even after your studies. Think of something else. I had done a project at diploma level. I had done a dissertation at Christian education level, but those ones were like academic. They didn't mean anything. I couldn't do further. Then I said, look here, I wanted to do something to do with men's fellowship, because why are there less men in the church? And men are all over. Go to the bar, if you go to the sports, soccer, in politics, and these men, what are they doing? Then that's when we looked at the male passivity. Okay, no, you said the problem is male passivity. The topic came is the role of men's fellowship in promoting church growth. So as I was doing my researches now, that's when I realized that yes, it's a problem in the church, but it's not only limited to the church. This is a problem which a man has to behave roles. But what is he doing in all these roles? Because I didn't see where you're getting trained to function as a Mkwasha. It's most assumptions. And most of the things you get told, if you come from Harare, as long as you've got money in your pocket, you're solving their monetary issues. Even So I began to, coin this narration. It wasn't clear until after such a time when you go to coin now. Say no. Before you even deal with the men, the men start as a boy. Then as we are looking at boys, but now look here. This is where the boy is spending more time with the mother. So really, the problem starts with the grooming of this boy. Where is he getting the information? Where is he getting the training from? Is there communication between the fathers and the mothers? Then I realized now the crisis beginning with the boy child, because he's not nurtured. By the time he grows up, he's not prepared for adult life and responsibilities. So it was process, my brother, which came now to say, no. Ours is a boy child emancipation agenda, because he has been neglected. All systems look at this. They are given more or less equal opportunities. But the time when he's beginning to realize he's becoming a boy, a man, focus is more on the girl child. They're investing more on the girl child. They are protecting the girl. Nkobana no zvionera. Chachigondera. So
chachigondera chinozvionera kutadza kutunga urema wacho.
Exactly. Pachikatunga chorowa watungirei.
Chikatunga chorowa wanzi watungirei.
Watungirei. Chikabata musana mazamu kwambama. Bosa anozviziva kutobata at what stage. There's the dilemma now. Then you are saying, no, guys, let's look into this. At first, I was speaking by myself. Because nobody understood this. No, you. But as we go, as we went moved by, you're coining, you're meeting other people, you're sharing, persistence, everyone else began to say, actually, you could be right. You are right. In fact, you are right. People now begin to relate with this, but it's been a process to realize that the boy child is neglected. And now we've been able to, in our own way, to prove this.
Okay.
So it was a process, my brother.
Oh, thank you for such an interesting insight into the development for the passion for the boy child, and now it has now moved into a global movement, the MVPV, and so I just wanted maybe we can have just a chat, and then maybe we can then schedule a more structured one where you may want to deliberate some things that you may want to talk about. So and also I think we will work together to work on your, if you have your social media platforms that you may want to work on, then we can always work together. And so that's all. I don't know if any final words you may want to say before we round up the broadcast.
Yeah, actually, I like the Econet statement. There is a statement they say it's like endless possibilities. I don't know how it starts, but what I know is they are endless possibilities.
Yeah.
So you just have to be open-minded. This came as a surprise, but a befitting surprise.
Befitting surprise. And I think when you spoke about the endless possibilities, it took me back to, was it the day before yesterday? I was listening to Bill Clinton when he was addressing the gathering at the Democratic National Convention.
Correct.
He said a presidential position is a job that people look for candidates every 4 years. But he then says the job requirements those 4 years is different. It's not a job that has got a constant requirement, because the job has to answer to what are the aspirations of people, and so that how they can achieve them, what are their fears, and how are you going to support them in their fears, and what are opportunities and how are you going to help them to take advantage of those opportunities. So it's about so it's always a constant job. It's not that the requirement that we voted, the candidate that we were looking for 5 years ago will not be the candidate we will need this year around, and it may not be the same requirement we may need 10 years from now. But sometimes we tend to think this role is just constant, and we tend to make our decision based on either political affiliation or whatever influences our decision, but we don't judge the person that is put before us in terms of what capacity they have to address our own issues, because it's not about their issues, it's about our issues, because we are putting somebody who is supposed to be the answer to the things that we are aspiring for. So in the same manner with the boy child, it is not going to be a constant requirement. It's going to evolve with the boys that we get each and every time. You may find the requirement of a boy child in South Africa may be different from the requirement of a boy child in Zimbabwe. It will be different. There will be different requirements to a boy child in the United Kingdom or United States. So the entities that we create in those spheres of influence has to reflect what are the challenges in those areas. So that's all I wanted just also to say to you, to say it has to be different from geographical location to another geographical location, and it's also be different in terms of the time frames that we are living in. Challenges are always different.
Correct.
So thank you for coming on board and having an interesting. We tend to have some same narrative journey of life, and where we grow up, and at some point where we are still tender, and we still need to be nurtured as men, and the male figure within our families moves away, and we are then looked after by the female figure of the house, and the elder female figure of the communities, and then the time you then try to reconnect with the male figure, maybe there are some issues that you don't understand and you may not really connect, and then you have to look for yourself. How do I stand as a man? And after standing as a man, you are supposed to be a pillar where other men are going to lean on you. So sometimes it can be a challenging.
You are very right. You are very right. Like now, as I'm preparing for the conference, now my approach is, I don't. There's so much content, but you can share so long, but sometimes this thing come from the heart. You're not really going to be like going by the book. You may have your notes, but you may end up dwelling on a particular point and making emphasize, because it's a process. Each you need to interact with your audience.
Yeah. I don't know if you've read there's a book, Acres of Diamonds. Acres of Diamonds. It's a very small book.
All right.
What it summarizes what you're just talking about, to say when you are depending with the audience that you are having, you may dwell more on a particular aspect of your content, or skim through some other areas. Simply in that book, it says, if for you to be an effective communicator or motivating a community, the first thing, before, even if you are a pastor, if you are a visiting professor, whatever, when you go to a community, you at least go to these 3 or 4 places. One is the barber, one is the marketplace, and the other one, what is the other? A church. Because when you go there, you can have a sense of what are the challenges of these communities, what are the opportunities that are available within this community, so that when you talk, even if you have got if you're going to make illustrations, you're going to make illustrations that are relevant to the audience that you're talking to. Right. We have been here for long now. We have been here almost more than half an hour.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Saka. This one, is this something to open? This Streamyard, or is something that is subscribed? How does it work?
This Streamyard, it has got a free option, and it also have got a paid option. So so the free option, it might limit you in terms of maybe you might not be able to put your own banners and things like that, but functionality you can have. I pay very nominal. That's why there's still that logo that says Streamyard on there.
All right, so it's something that can be looked into as we go.
Yeah, it's a very easy live streaming, or if you want to have a chat with somebody, you can easily have a chat. Then you can, and the good thing, you can live stream to your platform immediately as we are talking.
All right. No, that's very interesting. No, this is good because we are going to be needing this, but all this, like now, Teams meeting, so to August with this Australian meeting. I said, okay, Teams.
Let's welcome Dr. Clarence is coming. So one of that guys. So let him come, and then we can be having a conversation together with him.
Oh, okay. Yes, I can see it's written there, Dr. Clarence. Okay.
Hey, Dr. Clarence. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Clarence. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
We're just having a casual conversation with the Reverend Mandisodza here, so I thought maybe I would bring you in so that you can. It's not anything formal. It's just to familiarize ourselves, and I think he's for the MVPV and Dr. Reverend Mandisodza. This is Dr. Clarence is the master of social media.
Wow, thank you. Hey, greetings, Dr. Clarence. How are you, sir? Dr. Clarence, welcome to the platform. Nice to meet you.
I think maybe his internet may be unstable there.
Yeah, I think so. There's something not.
Are you okay, Clarence?
Yeah, something is wrong with me.
Can you hear us?
Hello. Hello.
Dr. Clarence, can
Yes,
you
I'm
hear
okay.
us? Yeah, okay.
Wonderful. Magadiko, Doctor. Chireba Magadiniko.
I think his internet might be a bit challenging. I think because are go Zimbabwe.
Vari kumusha kundokuziva kwakandifrustrate in terms of connectivity. It's an issue.
Yeah. So, Dr. Clarence, we were just rounding up. So maybe we'll actually create a formal discussion where we can have a more conversation.
Yeah, it seems to be switching off. Yeah, and I couldn't network charges.
Yeah. So let's end for now. Then we'll continue to talk.
It's okay. That's fine. Thank you so much. This is a very good platform. Yes, yeah, and nekunga mnari kuseri also atinari kuitei saka at least
all right then.
It brings the pieces together. Thank you so much.
And Monautinini, I'm very patriotic.
Oh yes, no, you're going there. So it's not a PR, into the PR normally. Our t-shirts, our regalia is very, very patriotic.
Yeah. So
our logo is also it speaks for itself that we belong.
And they might think it's just the flag. We also that's the cup we use.
That's the no, so it's full package. I Dr. Clarence is it.
And also you might think tirana gwenya mbira futhi.
Awesome. Ayo saka zvakarongeka. Home away from home.
Yeah, all right then.
It's okay. Munhu wangu ari maita tinotaura mangwana tenza rumbatsiri.
All right, okay then.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.